Well, it says I'm live. Am I? There it is. Okay. It's doing this weird thing. How is everybody? Welcome to Ann Reed Live from somewhere in her house. I'm Ann Reed, and good to have you here tonight. It's been a while, so good to see you all in the chat. And for those of you who are not in the chat, welcome, welcome. And just some songs, a little bit of time to decompress. My little neighbor at the fence, and here I am her audience. She looks at me and smiles. I know something, just as she's gonna let it slip. Her tiny hand comes off her hip, points to herself and sighs. This is where my heart is. And as she swirls and turns, she leaves me in my garden and talks to me. Every root and vine says, I know something. But here I stand and here it is. There it grows and there it lives. I throw my arms out wide. This is where my heart is. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. I pedal through a day so clear, pushed by autumn's breath I hear a tune I recognize. I know something of all the things I've left undone. I whisper to that song unsung. I do believe it's time. This is where my heart is. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. I know where I belong, love and care, my heart, my home. Of all the millions walking round, a miracle it's us we found. I hold you close and sigh. I know something when you take my hand in yours. Well, this is it, I don't need more. When I look in your eyes, I know this is where my heart is. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. My heart, mon cœur, mi corazón. Well, welcome everybody. It's Ann Reed Live from somewhere in her house, and like I said, it's been a little while, but here we are again, and I hope all of you are well. It's been kind of a wild weather month, and we have been having just really crappy weather here in Minneapolis, St. Paul. If it isn't hot and humid, it's air quality that's up in the red category, which is not good. Not good. So we're hoping it's going to clear sometime this weekend, and a lot of that is the smoke from Canada, which just breaks our hearts too. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Well, while we were gone this month, Barbara had a birthday, so Jan wanted me to sing a little song for Barbara's birthday. Barbara had a birthday on the 19th of July, so happy birthday to Barbara. Did you ever think all those years ago that the world would be such a crazy show? Is there anything to be certain of, save the gentle steps of the ones we love? As I trace the path, grateful to have walked along this road with you, and I realize as I turn the page, this looking back is a gift of age. Are you anywhere thought you'd be? Has it changed at all what you believe? As we mark the time and recall the past, did you ever think it would go so fast? And we welcome in and we say goodbye, each another star added to the sky. And where grace abounds, there are few complaints. This looking back is a gift of age. Was there ever any guide to the who and where and why? You couldn't plan this if you tried. Did you ever think all those years ago that the world would be such a crazy show? As we mark the time and recall the past, did you ever think it would go so fast? As I trace the path, grateful to have walked along this road with you, and I realize as I turn the page, this looking back is a gift of age. There you go. Gift of age. I'm going to do a little thing here because I'm getting a little message from somewhere. So if you'll pardon my reach here, I'm just going to... yeah, okay, there we go. There. I hope that is okay. How about that? What do you think? You like that arm reach? Isn't that great? Okay. I have a very long arm in that picture. My God, she has arms. Okay. Anyway, let's see. We got some other requests here, and this one is from Joni. Joni heard a few things in this song that made sense to her during this insane time we're living through. I hope you're able to stay somewhat balanced. It's hard, yeah. Standing at the crossroads, don't know where to go. Tired of filling a bathtub with an eyedropper. Oh, and you sit there almost empty and you're wondering what now. You throw a stone into the water, watch the waves roll out. At any given moment, the daily ebb and flow. You might be the arrow or you might be the bow. Have faith, you make a difference. Go about your business with no doubt. You were dropped into the water and the waves rolled out. When you were dropped down in the water, you sat down in the sea. You and everything you do goes out and out and on and on. Looking hard and hopeless, the sun it will not rise. One foot then the other, and soon you realize one step farther than the darkness, and a light begins to grow. Oh, those waves go out, they go out even farther than you know. When you've been dropped down in the water, you sit down in the sea. You and everything you do goes out and on and on. How the waves roll out, yeah, the waves roll out, and the waves roll out. Now here is what surrounds you when you open up your eyes. Stones of every color, yeah, shape and every size, and living right beside them with the one thing that you share. Y'all been dropped into the water and it rolls out everywhere. When you've been dropped down in the water, set down in the sea, you and everything you do goes out and on and on. When you've been dropped down in the water, you set down in the sea, you and everything you do goes out and on and on and on. Song called Drop Down in the Water. I wrote that back in 2005. Yeah. And Joni wanted to hear that, so that one was Joni's request. Thanks for that. So today is the last day, our final day of July, and, you know, I'm really okay with it. I'm starting to hear crickets, which is a very good sign. Crickets to me are the sign of the end of summer. I couldn't be more delighted. So summer, that way. Okay. Anyway, I've really done a fairly good job this year of trying to stay present with summer, and you know, but man, yeah, it's been a trying one. It really has. So anyway, the 31st day of July happens to be World Ranger Day, and we pay tribute to those people who wear the green and gray. We pay tribute to the people who are rangers in the parks, and they're under a lot of stress right now. So let's just send them all some really great energy. And I'm gonna, of course, I wonder if there's a song I could sing for them. Oh yeah. Some are tall, some are short, in their green uniforms. They go rolling and strolling on the lake, on the land, whatever the weather they go. There ain't no danger, the U.S. Rangers on patrol. And the people they see, some who desperately need training in behaving like a real human being, they are met with a ranger glance. Start explaining, the ranger's waiting, here's your chance. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. All the answers they'll know to any inquiry posed. The flora and the fauna and the rules and the regs, whatever the questions they'll know. Even if it's stupid, the Rangers used to lots of those. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. I'd be the strong, dark, silent type with a knowing gleam in my eye. There is no fear when you look that fine. Oh, you know that big old hat, I'm certain that'll sit on top just right. At the end of their day, after everyone's safe, they go rolling and strolling to the ranger abode and have a cup of ranger tea. Oh, the work they're doing, lucky you and lucky me. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. Look for me in my wide-brimmed hat. U.S. Ranger, yes. This is a song that I wrote. I wrote it while I was the artist in residence up in the Apostle Islands National Lakeshore. This was back in 1995. And I met a lot of really great people up there, including Ranger Bob and Ranger Sue, and got to learn a little bit about what the Rangers do and how hard they work and how much they keep us safe. So I hope all of you who are going to national parks this summer are helping them out a little bit, yeah, because you have to do that, yeah. People are. It's tough. Yeah, so we're at the end of July. We're starting August, and August, as you might know, is National Dog Month. It's National Black Business Month. It is also National Eye Exam Month. For those of you who have not had those little peepers looked at in a while, you should get yourself in there. Yeah, National Eye Exam Month. The food that we celebrate in August, well, it's panini and peaches and the humble sandwich. They're all there in August, being, and yeah, and so I want you to know that before we meet again in the next couple of weeks, just so you can put it on your calendars, because we need things to celebrate, right? We do need things to celebrate. So here's a few things you can celebrate between now and then. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day is on August 4th. That's just coming up. right? It's on the 4th. So National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. That's not a hard one to celebrate. International Left-Handers Day. That would be me. I'll be celebrating that. That's on the 13th. So all of you people who are left-handed, let's raise our, I don't know what we're supposed to do, but raise your left hand, I guess. I don't know. So international, it's worldwide, on the 13th. And National Middle Child Day is on August 12th. I don't know if there's a national oldest child, national youngest child thing, but I think it's because the middle child is usually overlooked in some way. So National Middle Child Day on August 12th. If you are a middle child, why? That's your day. There you go. Oh my. Well, I've been thinking a lot about being older and the challenges there are in being older. And probably one of the biggest ones are just losing people. So I'm going to do the next couple of songs. I got a note from Susan, who said that she just lost a friend to Parkinson's. And so do these. There are days, where do I start? 1,000 thoughts held in my heart, like letters never seen. We tend the garden, tend the home, too much unspoken, but you know what I mean, my love. The stars above, I am a witness to our life. Together, guess it's no surprise that, oh, for as long as we go, I am a witness. Well, years go by and not so slow. People have their ebb and flow, and no one comes with guarantees. The kindred souls, when they appear, hold them close, forever dear. To you, from me, my friend, until it all ends, I'll be a witness to your life, under every kind of sky, and oh, for as long as it goes, I'll be a witness. And in the mirror what I see, lines of wonder, lines of grief, love and worry side by side. I see it now as I look back, so many roads, so many paths, and I realize as my time goes ticking by, I am a witness to this life, all the beauty, all the strife, and oh, for as long as it goes, I am a witness. My friends, until it all ends, I'll be a witness to your lives, under every kind of sky, and oh, for as long as it goes. Be witness. Song called Witness. And now the song that Susan actually requested, that goes kind of along with that, I guess. This is a... There it is. I have to get the right note. Hang on. First time I heard this song, it was sung by Jean Redpath. He was a wonderful singer and brought a lot of music from Scotland, and had a lovely Scottish brogue when she sang this song. There are angels hovering round. There are angels hovering around. There are angels hovering round to carry tidings home, to carry tidings home, to carry tidings home. Let all who heareth come. Let all who heareth come. Let all who heareth come. We are on our journey home. We are on our journey home. We are on our journey home. There are angels hovering around. There are angels hovering around. There are angels, angels hovering round. Angels hovering around. So I had this request from somebody to do this song, which is not a song that I haven't done it in a long time, and I wrote it 25 years ago. So keep that in mind while I'm singing it. It's about computers, but the technology, and I feel like I was seeing the future. I was. I can't say that with a straight face. Yes, I feel like I was seeing the future in some way, because the technology in 2000, I want you to just, keep this in mind while I'm singing it. The technology in 2000, the first camera phones were introduced in 2000, the first ones. And this was, the iPhone didn't even come along until 2007. So we were all using the flip phones and all this other stuff. The first USB flash drives came out in 2000, 25 years ago. USB flash drives, I'm still using them. Bluetooth was a new thing. And the iPod, which was Apple's first attempt at delivering music to the consumer, came out in 2000, and text messaging was just beginning to get popular. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I got to play this song for you. I work at home. I don't commute. I sold my car and therefore I don't pollute. Oh, I don't go out. I get what I need. Simply clicking on my monitor screen. My electronic friend brings electronic mail, electronic weather with electronic hail. When I want some culture, I click on PBS. I order so much stuff online, it's piled there in a mess. And I used to go to the gym every day, but that meant dealing with people. Tell you some are so strange. So I surf the web. It's my exercise. I guess I put on some weight, except for my wrist and my eyes. It's time for electronic workout, electronic pills. When I die, they will find my electronic will. I order up my groceries, they bring it to my door. I don't mess with surly checkout people anymore, and I traded online. And I lost my house. I didn't notice, so then I lost my spouse. Oh, I just broke up with a girl from Bailey's. I never met her, but I'm feeling a need for my electronic therapy and electronic help. In time they'll come and lock me in a nice padded cell. Got a backup generator just in case the power goes down. Several new computers, oh, I cannot live without. Oh, electronic church, an electronic choir. Got my cyber hot dogs and resting on an electronic fire. Electronic recipes for electronic spam. My philosophy is simple, i.e., therefore I am. What do you think? It's a song called I.E. It's on an album called Through the Window. And I got a couple of things there. Funny thing is that I don't think I'd ever given much thought to the country of Belize. I just did it because it seemed to be exotic and sort of rhymed with things. Little did I know that Belize was going to become one of my favorite places that I've ever visited. So there it is. Well, what's next, we wonder? What's next is that my nephew is going to get married this weekend. I am not able to be there, but he is going to get married. And I want to do this song for the lovely couple in question. So for Patrick and Amber, I wish you all the best. Wish you many years of happiness and understanding. How and when, who knows why? Folks go searching for a long, long time, someone to treasure, hold, and miss. Oh, what they'd give for a love like this. No announcement, 'cause you never know. Hearts are open just enough, and so here is my most cherished gift, you and I, and a love like this. Oh, now it takes its time, I'm telling you. You don't choose love, love chooses you. If you only knew when to look, or how you try. If a word applies, it's gotta be inconvenient. That's the truth. Love won't come when you ask it to. It makes you crazy, it makes you risk everything for a love like this. Oh, now it takes its time, I'm telling you. You don't choose love, love chooses you. Maybe you look too hard, you're way too planned from where I stand. It's gotta be how and when, who knows why. I know you searched for a long, long time. If I could grant you one small wish, that you may find a love like this. 'Cause it makes you crazy, it makes you risk everything for a love like this. Love Like This for Patrick and Amber, and they're getting hitched on Saturday, and I wish them all the best. It's getting around that time of year. The Minnesota State Fair is at the end of August. I'm starting to get people asking me to do fair songs, so I thought I would do one tonight. It's not the fair song, so just that one comes later. And hopefully early in the show, because otherwise you can't get it out of your head. But I just want to say a few things about the Minnesota State Fair. For those of you who don't know, the Minnesota State Fair is the second largest state fair in the country. It is second only to Texas, which you probably guessed, and it's second in the country according to attendance, I guess is how they do this. Now, I made recently my first visit to Edgartown, Massachusetts, and I visited a Carnegie Library there that is now a museum, and the museum has fascinating exhibits, and one of them was art that was made out of seashells, and most of the pieces of art were about the size of a record album, like 12 by 12, and all made out of seashells. They're just beautiful. And of course, this would be the East Coast version of Minnesota's crop art, which is art made out of seeds, which is what we do. So isn't it nice? Just as every culture has their version of a dumpling, every region has their version of using what nature gives us to create art. I think that's fabulous. I like that. So it's now time for me to tell you about... It's now time for me to tell you about the 2025 new state fair foods that were just announced a couple weeks ago. There are nearly 1,600 menu items, and I use that term lightly. at around 300 food concession locations around the fairgrounds at the Minnesota State Fair. Over 80 of these foods will be served to you on a stick. Yes, on a stick. So here we go. Here's some new items for you to consider. Birthday cake cookie dough on a stick. And now the description of that. Cake batter cookie dough made from scratch and covered in a crunchy cake confetti shell, topped with rainbow sprinkles and served on a stick. And they went to the trouble of putting little parentheses and vegetarian. Because yes, if you're a vegetarian, you're taking very good care of yourself, and that's why you would eat something like birthday cake cookie dough on a stick. We still have at the Minnesota State Fair dill pickle iced tea. Evidently, that's a real big deal. People like it a lot. It's been around. Here's another one. Oh man, I can't believe hot honey jalapeno popper donut. Yes, okay. Hand-cut yeast-raised donut frosted with homemade jalapeno cream cheese, topped with crumbled bacon, pickled jalapenos, and drizzled with hot honey. This just makes you want to go to the fair, doesn't it? Doesn't make you just want to run there, right? Well, if that doesn't, this certainly will. And if you do, and if you go and try this one, I hope you will have your cardiologist number with you. This is called Timber Twists. A savory mixture of Italian sausage, mozzarella, cream cheese, and barbecue rub, piped into 3 large manicotti shells, then wrapped in bacon. Cooked in a wood-fired smoker for an infusion of smoky flavor, because, you don't have enough. And, of course, it's served with a side of barbecue sauce. Yeah, people are reaching for the Tums right now just from the descriptions. This is, yeah. So anyway, new foods at the Minnesota State Fair 2025. And a little song. I've written 6 state fair songs. One during the pandemic called No Fair. And I was at the Minnesota Public Radio booth when I did this, taking suggestions from the audience and running back and writing a little bit. So each fair song came together in about 2.5 hours, including this one. Standing in line for whatever the ride, with about 18 friends and you're standing back. The car's a seat 2, so now what can I do to wind up with you by my side? I wish I'd paid more attention to math, 'cause I'm trying hard to figure and count. So I'll say go ahead for as long as I can, and I think somehow it'll work out. Love at the fair, let's go on every ride. I'll scream your name as I sail down the giant slide. Oh, what we share, riding the Ferris wheel. Up in the air we feel love at the fair. They worked side by side in a room not as wide as a broom closet, handing out maps and such. Second shift there was she, and he knew this would be his last bachelor days at the fair. He said, if I thought you'd have me, I'd marry you right now. She replied, how's next Wednesday for you? And it all goes to show how a great big love grows from a gig in a small info booth. Love at the fair, blooming like flowers will, up on Machinery Hill, floating on the old mill. Oh, what we share, food placed upon a stick. Tell me your mind real quick, love at the fair. So modern a pair, When it came to the fair, their schedules were never compatible. So they went different times, he the day, she the night, and that's how they worked it all out. She crawled into bed to her loved one, she said, I'm home now, and cuddled right up. He mumbled he missed her, sighed as he whispered, you smell just like a pronto pup. Love at the fair, stroll through the piggy barn. Oh, we can walk arm in arm, watching our step. Oh, darn, oh, what we share. All the milk you can drink, a restroom nearby, we think. Love at the fair, love at the fair, blooming like flowers will, up on Machinery Hill, floating on Yale Mill. Oh, what we share. Fine arts and butterheads, I'll buy you a Paula Red. Love at the fair. Love at the Fair, that was the third fair song, I think. Third or fourth, I can't remember which, but Love at the Fair. And for those of you who are wondering what a pronto pup is, it's a corn dog, except that it, instead of having like a corn batter, it has like a pancake batter. It's just gross. It's all just gross. I don't know. I think it's just sort of just gross. That's all. So, yeah. Let me see. Got a couple more songs here, don't I? This is a song that I knew, wow. I've learned it a very long time ago. It's a folk song. It was written by Stephen Foster, and Stephen Foster wrote "Oh Susanna" and some other slightly offensive songs, but this song is not. And it's a fitting song. I've been singing it often in my practice. So it just makes me feel a little better, I guess. Let us pause in life pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sup sorrow with the poor. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Hard times come again no more. While we seek mirth and beauty and music light and gay, there are frail forms fainting at the door. Though their voices are silent, their pleading looks will say, oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Hard times come again no more. 'Tis a sigh that is wafted across the troubled wave. 'Tis a wail that is heard upon the shore. 'Tis the dirge that is murmured around the lowly grave. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times Hard Times Come Again No More, a song written in 1854 by Stephen Foster. Good songwriter, yeah. In the beginning, I played a song for Barbara because her birthday was in the middle of July, and we sort of missed it because I was gone. But here's another thing, is that Jan's birthday, Barbara's wife, Jan, her birthday is coming up, and it's going to be closer to the 14th of the show on the 14th, but her birthday is on the 10th of August. So we're going to wish Jan a happy birthday and play a song for her birthday. You guys just celebrate all summer long, don't you? That's just kind of great. Yeah. They were thinking, what are we to do with you? They dressed me up, they dressed me down. A teacher told me in the hallway after school, you're so square and the world's so round. I'd like to tell her I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Unattractive, weird, a little off, just not okay. Too much yourself, you can't come in. I bump and roll along, find others on the way. I recognize my kith and kin, and then I sing out, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Oh, sing it out for no one else. Sing it loud, convince myself I'm alright. A miracle, I'm even standing here today. A firm foundation neath my shoes. Remember words the bard had scribbled in his plate. To thine own self, yeah, you be true. And then we all sing, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Well, there it is. I'm all right for Jan, and she's all right, and you know we all are. We're okay. We're gonna make it somehow. Thank you for joining me for another Ann Reed Live from Somewhere in Her House. The next time we get together will be on the 14th, Thursday, the 14th of August. We will be already halfway through August the next time we see each other. Time flies. And I know it's tough out there. It's it's hard to stay upright some days. It's hard to get out of bed, but just be well and stay safe and well. And we'll get together again in a couple weeks, touch base, have some songs. Yeah. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home, the country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. Oh, hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their lands and for mine. Stay safe and well, everybody. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Thank you so much for tuning in.